everybody, welcome back to Talkin Sports with Jake. Hope we're all doing well. So, I want to start with the New York Mets looked awful. Just absolutely awful. They are not going to be good this year at all. I just want to say, what is David Stearns talking about when he says, oh yeah, we're going to be a playoff team? No, the hell you're not. This dude comes in from Milwaukee, and I'm not saying I don't trust him. I won't trust him. He needs a little time, obviously. They're clearly a year away. But comes into this garbage team for this garbage franchise. So there's a bunch of deaf guys like Luis Severino and Adrian Hauser and Harrison Bader and Shumai to be cheap 1- and 2-year deals. And says, oh yeah, we're going to be very competitive. We're going to be a good team. We're going to make the playoffs. What are you talking about? You know, obviously, it's 4 games in, there's 158 games left. We got a whole marathon left to go in the season. But Pete Alonso hasn't hit a lick. Brandon Miller hasn't hit a lick. Jeff McNeil hasn't hit a lick. DJ Stewart, who's their DH until JD Martinez obviously is in form. Obviously, they didn't sign him until he basically didn't have spring training. But he's 36 years old. How much spring training does he really need? I just come up with that at this point. He hasn't had a single hit this year. At one point, he had Tyrone Taylor hitting cleanup. He's your 4th outfielder. He's there for defense. Also, like, he brought in guys like Tyrone Taylor and Joey Wendell and Jose Iglesias to improve their defense. They're making errors left and right. You know, he brought in these guys like Harrison Bader to try and steal more bases. MLB basically made it easier to steal bases because you can't block second baseman without the ball, which is a stupid rule, by the way. And they haven't stolen a single base this year. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I did not expect the Mets to be good. I expected them to win 75 games like they did last year, except my expectation last year was they were going to be a playoff team. My expectation was exactly that, 75 wins. They're not going to sniff that. They are going to lose 90 games at least. They are probably at most a 71 team. This team sucks and is horrible. They're a year away. My problem is David Stearns is looking me straight in the face and saying, we're going to be a good competitive team. We will make the playoffs as a wild card. What are you talking about? What was the highlight of their offseason? Tell me. What was it? Was it, I think the most money that they gave out might have been to Sean Manaea or Luis Severino. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is a playoff team. It's not. If he had said, look, I know you guys are passionate, but I gotta be realistic with you guys. Ideally, we're a year away. This year, you know, we're gonna be as competitive as we can. We're gonna call up some of our prospects throughout the year, see what we have in them. But realistically, we're a year away from contending. If he said that, no problem whatsoever. First of all, I would agree with him. Second of all, he's like, you know what? The season's gonna be a bummer, and it sucks, you know. If last year that we're not going to be able to bounce back, you know, as Mets fans have been waiting our whole lives for you know, consistent success. But at least Badu's being honest, you know. At least Badu's being honest. At least he's trying. You know, the dude's trying to build a team the right way. At least, opposed to just throwing money at 38-year-old guys like Billy Upper did. So that fine, no issues. Obviously, some New York fans would go after him. Personally, I'd like, you know what? This season's gonna suck, and it's a little painful to hear that, but at least the dude's being honest. But he comes out and says, like, oh yeah, we're gonna be good. We're gonna make the playoffs. No, the hell you're not, David. Get out of here with your BS. That is just garbage. This team sucks, and David Stearns has no idea what he's talking about. But on to March Madness. We're also going to talk some March Madness and some wrestling today. So, obviously the Final Four is set, but I've only covered up to the first day of Sweet 16, so we're going to backtrack a bit. Second day of the Sweet 16. Number 11, NC State against number 2, Marquette. NC State wins 67-58. Number 1, Purdue beats number 5, Gonzaga, 80-68. Number 4, Duke beats number 1, Houston, 54-51. Houston, every year, they're this great defensive team. You know, they kick ass in their small AAC conference. And then, all of a sudden, they play real teams and they lose them in the Sweet 16 or the second round. Every year. Drop it, tell people. Just didn't happen. Number 2, Tennessee beats number 3, Creighton, 82-75. That was a really fun game to watch. And in the Elite 8, number 1 UConn beats number 3 Illinois, 77-52. UConn, they've been so dominant. It's crazy how dominant they've been these last 2 years. Number 4 Alabama beats number 6 Clemson, 89-82. Also in the Elite 8, number 1 Purdue beats number 2 Tennessee, 72-66. Big game for Zach Edey. And number 11 NC State beats number 4 Duke, 76-64. We have a double-digit seed in the Final Four. Number 11 NC State goes to the Final Four. TJ Bird, absolute dog, a beast. He's unstoppable. What a player he is. And the Final Four will be this Saturday. First game will be number 1 Purdue against number 11 NC State. You have Zach Edey against DJ Jones, a matchup of 2 dominant big men. Should be a great game. And number 1 UConn's number 4 Alabama. You better hit the over on that one. There's going to be a lot of points scored. For these games, I'll take UConn. UConn's one of those teams, if you went up for a second, they're just going to just hammer you into the ground. Alabama can be consistent at times. They go on these droughts, and they're not good enough defensively. They've held up this tournament to an extent, but still not quite good enough defensively when they go on a drought to keep teams off the scoreboard enough. So I'll take UConn. And number 1 Purdue against number 11 NC State. I'm going to take NC State. I just think DJ Bird is going to win the battle against Zach Edey, and Purdue, if Zach Edey is losing the battle, they're going to have a hard time winning. So I'll take NC State in a huge upset. It's crazy because going into the tournament, they weren't supposed to make it. Going into ACC tournament, they played Virginia in the first round. By the way, how Virginia got into the first 4, I have no idea. They suck. Virginia was up by 3. It was like 5 seconds left. NC State does not have a timeout. They were shooting 1-1 from the line. So Virginia's got to make 1 free throw, and they pretty much ice the game. They miss it. NC State grabs the rebound. They charge up the court, hit a crazy 3 cents overtime, end up winning in overtime. Win 5 games in 5 days, beat UNC in the final, and they sneak into the tournament. They steal a bid. Virginia makes 1 free throw. NC State probably doesn't even make the tournament, and here they are in the Final Four. Crazy, 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 crazy. But I probably won't be watching the Final Four because WrestleMania is this weekend. It's at the same time last 3 years that they've done that, at least. It's very annoying, but let's recap Monday Night Raw. Of course, the first WWE episode since The Rock beat down Cody Rhodes. Started off with The Rock coming out, and he was talking, and then Roman comes out. Then Seth Rollins came out and said, I want to challenge The Rock or Roman tonight. Then they say, we're not going to fight you, but Solo Sikoa will, so they set up that match. And of course, it was Bloodline rules, so that ended in no contest. Give us a sneak peek of what Cody vs. Roman might be, and probably will be. Our stuff that happened, Judgment Day beat DIY and New Day in a tag match, an 8-man tag. Nothing very exciting there. You had Sami Zayn and technically beat Braun Strowman by disqualification, of course. By the way, that segment with Chad Gable training Sami Zayn was awesome. You had, of course, middle of the match, Gunther attacks Chad Gable and drags him out to the top of the ramp. Then Sami goes to check out him, and Gunther attacks him. You had Ivy Nile and Maxim Dupree defeat Candice LeRae in the Heartland in a tag match. Nothing to really see there. Ricochet defeated Ivar. Of course, the Judgment Day wasn't happy. Dom brought Legado del Fantasma into their little locker room, and Priest and Rhea weren't happy, saying you got to communicate better. And then, they're like, we got to take care of Ricochet, and JD said, I'll try and take care of him during the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal on SmackDown. And Andrade comes in. Dom said, can you take care of him? Andrade said he agreed to do it. He introduced him to Santos Escobar. Then you had Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley had that little brawl. They're gonna have a match, but Adam Pearce was like, yeah, guys, save for WrestleMania, please. And then Damage Control defeated Shayna Baszler, Tegan Nox, and Zoe Stark in a 6-woman tag match. That's all I got for you guys today. So, WrestleMania preview, that's probably going to be Friday. So stay tuned for that. But until next time, so long. Have a great day.